Hi Sagittarius, this is Naveen Ferguson. You've welcome. Oh gosh, I combined words just now. Hi Sagittarius, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so we'll be doing a reading for you for what you need to know now for March the 17th to March the 27th. And we'll be doing it as a Celtic cross with a few tweaks. So Sagittarius, at this time I'm inviting you to please like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. Sagittarius, also, to support the channel, to aid in the support and development of the channel, becoming a Patreon member is literally the best way right now, because I live in a region where YouTube is not monetized. So the best way you could help support the growth of the channel is by becoming a Patreon member. Also, Sagittarius, I am offering personal readings at this time, and the information for that can also be found in the description box below. Okay, so Sagittarius, let's see what is happening for you within the 17th to the 27th of March 2023. So this card right here is showing your past energies, as in what you are coming out of. What are you concluding at this time? What is bringing you into the 17th and the continuation of the dates that this reading is about? Okay, so the Chariot. So clearly you are in a process of like a journey of moving very swiftly, fast. The Chariot is indicating a goal in mind right now, like a destination. You know exactly why you're doing the things that you're doing right now, Sagittarius. You have the end goals in mind. You see the finish line, and you're nearing it. You're getting closer to it, Sagittarius. This could be the next step towards things. It could be the next chapter. It could just be one of the next points in order to get to another point, in order to finish an entire chapter, as it were. You know, a paragraph leading to another paragraph, whatever the situation is for you. You are currently very busy in your emotions right now. So I sense for a good bit of you, you're also in traveling journey type transit at this time, as in you are literally like maybe on a plane, a car, bus, ship, wherever you are, camel, however you're journeying, you know, flying, like literally Super Saiyan you. But a handful of you are actually in transit, as probably as you're looking at this reading when you're able to see it. Safe travels, okay? But I sense that you are coming from a place of upliftment, of, how would I put this? You're moving in an energy of anticipation. So it's like certain things were already laid out, and you have a certain guideline, Sagittarius, to follow and accomplish, whereby you have an expectancy of what will happen next. So right now you're almost concluding that transit. For some of you, you're basically at the finish line to start the next cycle, the next dynamic of things. Some of you are a little bit still in transit. Okay, so clearly you have an energetic like motion with you, at least between the 17th and the 27th of March, Sagittarius. Let's see what your foundation is. What are you standing on right now? What is your your whole stability, as it were? What are you standing on? This is your foundation. Okay, so that's why I was feeling that. See, you got the star for your foundation. This is extreme levels of optimism and extreme levels of belief that what you put in, you will get out. That's what's coming here, but you will get out more than what you expect. You're anticipating a lot. It's almost like a miraculous thing. You're hoping for the best. Perhaps some of you are also working towards something related to an investment opportunity or an investment deal or a review of some sort. And that's why I was feeling with the with the Chariot, you are coming from a place whereby you have an agenda. It was told exactly what needs to be done, and XYZ will happen afterwards upon concluding something. And that's why you're in that swift motion of getting certain things done, because you're moving towards that miraculous start, that miraculous pulse in your heart, basically, that new beginning of sorts, that investment, that security, that newfound connection, okay, that introduction or entry into a group, as it were, for some of you, the ability to start a new project. Okay, I'm sensing what you're in the journey for is it's kind of hard to get, and if anyone would get it in certain respects, it seems like a miracle. It's like, wow, not to say that it's not accomplishable. Yes, people do accomplish whatever this is you're going after, but it's not like too common, as it were. You know what I mean? And that's for some of you, but for others of you, or the general populace of you, you're going after a level of your heart's desire in the next chapter of things, okay? And because you were told one thing, or at the expectancies that you need to have, some of you prerequisites, once you conclude those, or once you finish this training, or once you finish learning this, or whatever the case may be for you, these opportunities are set to open for you. And these opportunities that are set to open for you would change everything in your life. It would feel like a huge weight would be lifted off your shoulders. Like you'll be able to see more of, would you call it, your future, as it were. Some of you, all you can see right now is the star, and it's not a bad thing. You could see the miraculous energy, the potential, the opportunity, okay? But before you could see beyond it into the next levels of your life, you have to accomplish this miraculous feat, as it were, as it pertains to you. So that's your foundation. That's what you're sturdying your feet on. Okay, so let's see what your present energy is regarding this very fervent energy, like you're moving through and aiming to conclude what you need to be done. What is that present energy that's encircling you, that's around and about you, specifically towards you? Yeah, I mean, I cannot make this up. The energy of new beginnings, Sagittarius, the Fool, the start, the major arcana. See, you are moving towards concluding something. You're just about to finish, okay? Some of you are basically on the cusp, okay? You're accomplishing everything that you were set out to do, everything that was also told to you that you need to accomplish. For some of you, like, you are in anticipation of this brand new start, this brand new journey. This is the energy, your personal energy, that is driving you. That Fool energy, that doing everything that you need to do, balancing, doing the show that you need to do, and having faith that the universe will meet you as the universe has said it will, and above and beyond. Okay, promises to be kept, opportunities to be opened. Okay, that promotion to be achieved. You know what I mean? That investment to be endowed. You know, whatever the case is for you, that brand new start is driving you. That promise to a brand new day, a new start to everything, clean slate, as it were, Sagittarius. You are going fervently and focused on this new start. Okay, that is, you're seeking that abundance. You're seeking for that upliftment and vindication in your efforts. Furthermore, I sense you also are seeking that freshness, that newness, to redefine who you are to yourself and in life in general. That is literally the present energy that you're operating in. So, Sagittarius, let's take a look at what energy you should be concerned with. What energy should you pay attention to as well along your path, so that you can address it. Look at that, the 5 of Cups. So it came in sideways like this, okay? That means that it's something to be concerned with. And it's typically a concerning card in certain respects. But as it came through with this, what I'm sensing is your only concern is looking back, or regretting your decision, or regretting your movement, or regretting the motion of things. Okay, I sense that this regret, and Spirit is using some very strong words right now. I'm cooperating with Spirit, and I will say these words. I try to be very kind in certain respects, but perhaps these words need to be said. And because, how would I put this? And I'm sensing an elevation with this card. So the words are, Sagittarius, it's time for you to stop being immature. It is time for maturity to bloom and blossom and grow in you. Those are the words that I was hearing. Because some of you Sagittarius are looking back sometimes. When you are going through this journey, Spirit is saying, yes, it can be tough. Do not dwell back into these spilled cups. Do not dwell back in times of supposed easiness, or you didn't think it would be this hard. And then when you do get those golden cups, right, in the back there, which you're aiming towards, which the universe wants to put you towards. I'm also saying the universe is saying, don't start complaining about having to polish those cups, to keep the shine of those cups. Don't complain about having to fill those cups. Those cups are going to sustain you and bring you to the next level, to brighten your path, to illuminate the potentials in you, Sagittarius. So the problem is, for some of you, you dwell on sometimes the effort it takes in order to succeed. Life, it cannot always be, in a certain respect, easy, like hardly any effort. Okay, that's not life, Sagittarius. You have to sometimes put in the work. Okay, don't speak against yourself. Don't work against yourself. Don't plague yourself with the hardship of certain things. It's going to lead you to a better prominence. It's going to lead you to more strength. It's going to lead you to more prosperity in your life. Okay, you don't want to dwell on, like, maybe you should have stayed behind, maybe you shouldn't have gone forward, maybe things were fine enough where you were and you could have just dealt with it. No, you were pushed forward. You decided to go forward for a purpose. Okay? Do not deny yourself the abundance that was always meant for you, Sagittarius. Don't complain in well-doing. There's a difference, the universe is saying, between complaining with just being immature, kind of whining, okay? I'm sorry for using the strong words. Kind of whining, okay? And there's a difference between complaining because you see a situation needs to become better and you try to figure out and work through a solution, okay? There are two different sides of complaining in this, okay? Is the immature complaining with children complaining they don't want to do it, it's too hard, blah, blah, you know what I mean? And there's another type of complaining where this shouldn't be happening like this, you're tired of this, what can we do to change it? How can we overcome it? You understand? So if you're going to complain with solutions. Don't complain about the effort it takes in order to succeed, okay? Now, I'm sure that's only some of you Sagittarius. It's clear it cannot be all of you. I'm sure of that. But that strong language apparently needed to come through. I'm cooperating with the universe, okay? Some words I personally don't always use. You know, I try not to hurt, like directly hit certain emotional constructs because I know we're all going through certain things. But I felt and understood with Spirit that needed to be said. It's called tough love. Okay? It's called tough love. It's love, Sagittarius. Okay? You can do it. Don't hold yourself back. Okay? Some of you have been coasting along a bit too much and not realizing your full potential. Okay? Take a step forward. Continue on the journey. Continue your efforts. Okay? Seek, search, find, become. Okay, Sagittarius? So let's continue on. So this card right here will be your conscious mind, what everybody else does not see, what you see, what's inside you. This is you, okay? Right here, this is you. But this is what you don't show to the rest of the world, okay? So between the 17th and the 27th, this is what you don't show to the rest of the world, but it's inside you. Let's see what's happening. Look at that. I mean, Sagittarius, it's plain as day. You are struggling with, sorry, you are struggling with the evolution of yourself, okay? Some parts of you, when you're encountering what you're going through, it's almost like a defeatist wanting to give up. You just don't want to do this. It's too hard, or, you know, it's like, can this wait, or something like that. You just don't, it's like a, ugh. You know what I mean? A slight frustration. But then the other side of you is like, you have to do this. You have to do it. Just get up and go. Let's make this happen. So there's a conflicting nature inside you at this time, at least between this time, for whatever reason, whereby, just like Spirit said, your immaturity and your maturity is having a battle, okay, to balance certain things. And this is what you're not showing other people. It's almost like, you can do something, but you just rather not do it, but you know you have to do it in order to move forward. Okay? So on the outside, you're not giving the guys or the understanding of other people, letting them know that you really don't want to do it. Okay? But you are doing it. Okay? Let's see what your subconscious is saying, Sagittarius. This is your subconscious, what you may not be aware of at all. Okay? It could be something helping you. It could be something hindering you. Whatever the case may be, let's find out, Sagittarius. Oh my God, again with the twos. There's so much conflict that you're struggling and fighting through, Sagittarius, at this time. Okay? Which is understandable. You know, we all are going through certain, this could happen to any one of us going through varying different circumstances in our life, any different age. It's a tale as old as time. We in order to sometimes progress or to move forward, Sagittarius, sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do. Okay? It could be something as simple as, you know, getting up early in the morning. Okay? Personally, I like getting up early in the morning. It gives me the whole day to do things I want to do. But anyway, okay? as it could be learning a new skill that you don't really necessarily see the need in learning, but in order to get what you want to get, it is a prerequisite that is needed for you to get to where you want to go. You understand? So your subconscious is saying that, Sagittarius, what's coming through with the Two of Pentacles, there's certain things that you are doing subconsciously that's hindering you or slowing your efforts down. And what's coming through is your time. Your time as a physical attribute is coming through here, okay? Some of you are spending way more time on certain things that are not a part of the agenda. Okay, Sagittarius? So please keep that in mind. Assess yourself, okay? Some of you are overspending in certain areas which should be either saved or be invested into the whole process that you're currently trying to achieve. Okay? Some of you are like using certain resources haphazardly. Okay? Like you're not thinking through how best to use the resources that you have in order to get the most out of them, the best quality. And some of you, of course, it's all of the above. Okay, your subconscious is screaming this at you. And you know how the subconscious is screaming it at you? When you are in the midst of making these questionable decisions, I sense for a lot of you, there's a pressure that comes on your face. There's a pressure that comes on your forehead. Okay? There's a slight thumping in your heart, in your chest area. Okay? And I sense for some of you, it's also a little bit in your abdomen area, just a little bit. Almost like a spasm of sorts, okay? Some of you, there's a pressure in the back of your neck, shoulder area, okay? And very few of you, there's a tingling on the tops of your ears, okay, Sagittarius? When you get those feelings especially, you really need to reassess what you're currently doing. That's what your subconscious is telling you. These are certain inclinations that your subconscious tries to tell you, or your higher self in this case, which I'm sensing, to help like curve your course on your path, to better assess and better conduct what you're doing, what you're aiming for. Okay, Sagittarius, please keep that in mind. That was very direct. So, Sagittarius, let's see what the future aspect of things are looking like between the 17th and the 27th. Look at that. A lot of talking, Sagittarius, a lot of negotiating, a lot of work. Okay? The 8 of Wands. It's a very busy time. And we already knew that from the onset, didn't we? From the Chariot. We knew that from the onset. A lot of motion. Some of you are traveling. Okay? Getting things done. Okay? But the whole aspect of this, the future dynamic is this: you're going to have a lot of talking to do. Some of you are doing a lot of major, I see, project management. Okay, for a lot of you, there's a lot of cogs involved, a lot of other associates involved, business associates. For some of you, there's a lot of demand from your higher ups expressing what they need done, and they need these done in a time frame, deadlines to meet. Okay, I sense for a lot of you, you are putting together certain stratagems, but because you're getting certain stratagems, they actually require your physical presence. Okay, Sagittarius, you are, there's a lot of delegation, a lot of back and forth emails, calls. You're in a busy time. You're in a very busy time, Sagittarius. This can go across family members. I sense a lot of you in certain respects are juggling family, friends, business, okay? And for some of you, along with all what I just said, I'm sensing you're also trying to get time in to work out. Okay, you're speaking to yourself. It's like, I gotta also get in like a jog or something. Okay, and I sense in certain respects you are also a little bit frustrated by certain slow processes that is outside your control, is what I'm sensing. Okay, do what you can do. Focus on what you need to do. Okay, and these other slow processes, they'll eventually clear up. That's what's coming through. Spirit said, take a card. Oh my gosh. Sagittarius, what did I just say? You're going to be doing a lot of work, okay? A lot of talking back and forth, a lot of delegation, a lot of movement, okay? And I told you, some of these processes, they're out of your control. Try not to get flustered, okay? But they will move, okay? And look, the extra card that Spirit said to take, some of you can kind of get out of hand with the motion, maybe even on the road, like, hurry up. You get the card Temperance, patience. Okay, all this process takes time in certain respects, but you will get there. There's a grand forging happening for you. So the universe is telling you, in those slow times that are outside of your control, you must exercise patience. Focus your energy on what you can control: the flowing of the water, the churning of the fluid, okay, the stoking of the fire. Okay, you'll have more. Spirit is saying you'll have more than enough work to look over, to deal with, to assess, not only with others but for yourself. Okay, while you wait for certain processes to get through, you must have patience. Okay, that's the future vibe of what's happening here, at least between the 17th and the 27th of March. Okay, Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, I'm gonna drink some water. The water has been drank. Okay, so Sagittarius, this card right here, we're going to look at the what you are showing to the populace, what you are showing to the general populace, okay, to the people around you, your friends, your relatives, whatever the case may be. Okay, this is what they do see. Okay, what you are showing. Look at that. Oh, again, the busyness. So the 6 of Pentacles, you're showing that you got it all together. There's no problem here. Everything is fine. You're weighing the pros and cons, okay? You're showing that you know exactly how to weigh out the assets, the finances, the time management. Some of you are in managerial positions where you're assessing everybody's spectrums on the scales, as it were, okay? You're someone who is, how would I put this? People are looking, see the hands down here? They're looking to you for order, for answers, for clarity, for emotions, for updates. You're also asked to get updates and updates and updates. Okay? You're being asked to take certain things and balance out the scales, as it were. Okay? People are seeing you as very busy, but they're also seeing you as quality, as someone who's being fair, as someone who is exercising their authority in fair and just ways. Okay? So you're being looked at as someone who can give a decision that is beneficial for everyone involved. Okay? You're being looked at as someone who is also very clear-minded, like focused, okay, at this time. And you're also giving an air, and this is coming up very prominently, someone who is very positive, okay? Levels of being outspoken whereby it actually calms the environment, okay? You bring a certain level of levity to people's hearts and minds. You take off the burdens off of them, the stress off of them, okay? With your presence, with how you speak, how you move, how you act. You could probably be a funny person too, okay? You're making something that is normally serious a little bit lighthearted. Hold on for 1 second, Sagittarius. Sorry, I'm busy. I can't come right now. Okay, so continuing on, Sagittarius. Sorry, I do not live alone, so every now and again I get knocked to the door. So you're coming across as someone who really does lighten the mood in a otherwise serious situation, okay? I'm drawn towards the candles over here as well. You really do lighten up a room, Sagittarius. Okay, so when people are also having stressful times and stuff, as some of you may be in the stock market or something like that, when other people are having stressful times, they look to you, they look to in your presence, you just make them feel better. Okay, but be careful. Spirit is saying be careful, because that does take a toll on you. You have a lot of fiery energy, okay, but it does take a toll on you. Okay, Spirit, I'm drawn towards the ages of the dark candles over here with the ages of the gray hair and stuff like that. Okay, you need to replenish your energy. Okay, the Spirit is saying that it's very important. Okay, Sagittarius, Spirit say take card. Yeah. The Ace of Cups. With all the love that you're giving out, with trying to manage the physicalities of your world and the people come to you and all the things that you have to do, you are emptying your cup on these people, okay? But guess what? You need your cup filled. You need a break when you need a break, okay, Sagittarius? And the universe is further going to help you with that. The universe is going to help pour back into you. You do what you need to do. The universe is going to do its best to do its part for you. But you have to acknowledge this. You have to acknowledge that you need a break. You have to physically take the break, okay? And the universe will help fill your cup. Okay, Sagittarius? That is amazing. Okay, so Sagittarius, this card right here is going to show what the social aspect is around you, okay? So this over here was what you were showing in the social world, but let's see the energies of everyone else around you, basically. What's surrounding you? Wow, look at that. The Six of Wands. So what's surrounding you is edification, self-esteem. Like I said, a lot of people are looking at you and they feel confident in you. They feel like you have the plan of action. They feel that you are going to get the work done. You are supported. You know what to say. You bring life to the party. Okay? Whatever the case may be for you. The Six of Wands. This is someone who's walking in his victory. See, these are people who are around cheering him on, victorious, just also helping. So you're also surrounded by people who are elevating you with words of encouragement. Some of them are actually helping to work with you, okay? And certain people are making ways for you to go towards your victory, making the way straight. Some of you, like I said, are in managerial positions or higher ups. And your employees or other people who are involved in your projects are very, how would I put this? They're very optimistic about your stride, okay? They want to be a part of this victorious movement, okay? They see a lot of potential in you. Okay, and for the rest of you, well, that was more managerial position and stuff like that. But for the rest of you, the general sense of it, you're surrounded by people who are basically on the same passions as you. They want the victory. Okay, and they're supporting one another. Did you need something? Do you need something? Do you need something? You're surrounded by a lot of supportive energy. Okay, at least between the 17th and the 27th. Okay, There is something else, and I don't want to lose my train of thought. That knocking does sometimes like jolts me. Um, because with me, I feel I have to concentrate when I do these readings because I feel so much, and when I feel the splashes of energy and intense through the door, I have to focus back in. Um, so Sagittarius, what's also surrounding you is the whole vibe of, how do I put this? There's like a there's the like because of the anticipations, it inadvertently creates a weight on you, okay, of expectation, okay. Whilst you're yes, surrounded by positive and supportive energy, try not to take on the expectations outside of the reasonable and the practical. That's what's coming through, Sagittarius. Okay? Your environment, yes, it is positive. It's uplifting for the most part. Okay? But you can only do what you can do. Try not to take on everybody else's burdens and expectations and all that kind of stuff. Okay? That's some advice that's coming through with the card. Okay? Okay, Spirit said take card. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. The moon. This is you dealing with the cogs in play. Okay? But there's a lot of pressures on you as well. Okay? Use your intuition to help course correct. Adjust where you need to be focusing your intuitive measures. Okay? And what could wait. Okay? There's a lot to be done. But you can only deal sometimes with one cog at a time. Okay? Despite the people around you who are supporting you, yes, but some of them are also pressuring you inadvertently. Okay? So keep that in mind, Sagittarius. So let's move on. This card right here is going to be your hopes and your fears. Okay, Sagittarius? What are your hopes and what are your fears? Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, Sagittarius, this is night, this is plain as day. Okay? Your hopes and your fears, I'm sensing, is very much reflected of the concern from before, the Five of Cups. Remember? So, let's go with your fears first. Your fear, let me put this down because I want to try to get this back in place. Like, there's only so much space on this table. Okay, so Sagittarius, your fear is that you will become a bit too relaxed and too complacent. Your fear is that your focus will be, you will get distracted from your focus. I also sense some of you, it's a handful of you, it's interesting, a handful of you, you have an issue whereby if you do not write certain things down or stay in a certain momentum, you literally forget. You literally forget. And by the time you remember, so much time and opportunity has passed. That is what's coming through for some of you. If you have that issue, honestly, I think you're doing the best that you can, honestly, to tell you the truth. Writing certain things down, maybe you can also consider setting an alarm clock, okay? With your schedule, set alarm clocks. If you don't have a personal assistant or something like that, go on your phone, set an alarm clock, okay? To ring every whatever time according to your schedule, like 15, 20 minutes in advance and with a note attached to it. Okay, there are many ways in which to set, like for myself, I have alarms set on my phone, like half an hour intervals in the morning because I have to be doing certain things, certain different things within the morning, and I have it also scheduled in the afternoon to do certain things, okay, such as feeding the dog, getting my coffee, dealing with other dynamics, my workouts, my tarot card readings, time to relax, I literally have a time to relax. At least I try to keep to it as best I can. But for that handful of you who literally, if you lose certain momentum, certain energies get pulled out of you and you also tend to forget, okay, try to set those alarms. Maybe ask a good friend or a colleague to remind you, okay? I don't necessarily sense it's necessarily medical. I sense it's a level of stress that has affected you in a certain way. But once you continue getting things together in your life, that thought process, that mindset, where you won't forget as much, will start to dissipate. Okay, you'll start to heal. Okay, I don't sense that's something medical, but if if you want, I mean, it couldn't hurt. Perhaps you should check out a professional in the medical field regarding that. Okay, and I'm saying that for example because, and I'm saying that from personal experience as well. I know when was growing up, I had certain mental issues that whereby I got certain migraines and certain other aspects. Okay. And it wasn't, and I learned to adapt, I learned to adapt through the years because I wasn't able to get an MRI. You know what I mean? But in my adulthood, I finally got an MRI to see what's going on because I used to get a couple times, I used to get some seizures. You understand, when I was growing up. So I got an MRI and I found out what was going on, you know? And I was further able to adjust my life accordingly. And I found out that, I needed to rest more. That was one of my main things, that because I had a lot of energy, a lot of imagination, a lot of other things, a lot of energies, and I knew how to better control it as well because I also got a physical layout of my brain and to see what was going on. Okay, so some of you, maybe you need to consider that. Just maybe you need to see about getting an MRI, see what the doctor says. Okay, and again, that's a very handful of you who's having that forgetful problem. Okay, but generally speaking, Sagittarius, generally speaking, your fear is losing focus. Okay, these cups in the back here, being distracted by other glimpses and glamours, okay, and not keeping focus on the divine's hand, on the universal blessings that are coming, on the gold that you're waiting for. Remember that miracle from the sky? Remember the foundation of the star, the miracle that you're waiting on? You were told that if you finish these processes, these doors would be open. Okay, the divine is this. It's right there. It's on the precipice. Do not lose focus. Keep looking at that cup, that Ace of Cups. Okay, Sagittarius, that's your fear, and you need to work on it. And I know you can do it. Keep focus. Keep focus. Okay, so what are your hopes? Like I said, it was plain as day. Literally the same thing. Your hope is the miracle. Your hope is the cup. Your hope is the fulfillment in your life. Okay? Your hope is the fulfillment in that dream, that goal, that desire. Okay? That passion, that drive, that next chapter. That's your hope. Okay? You're hoping for this. You're hoping that after your efforts, you will be given, you will earn, you will have those doors open. What was intended for you. Okay? What was about the plan of action. Okay? So where is this? Oh yeah, I'm gonna put this right here. Is this still in frame? Okay, good. So right here, this card is gonna show the conclusion of everything, Sagittarius. Okay? The conclusion. Like after the 17th to the 27th, what's the more probable conclusion if you take into consideration a lot of things? What's happening? What's the conclusion? Wow. And I sensed this too. I should have said it. I was trying to brace you for what I was sensing. So your conclusion is over worrying. Okay? I sense with this, you have done everything you can. Okay? With the 9 of Swords. This is actually not a bad thing. Okay? Not, at least not how it's coming through. The conclusion is that you're over worrying, you're stressing yourself out at the end of it, whereby you have done everything that you were supposed to do. Okay, Sagittarius? And now you're waiting on the verdict of things, basically. Okay? You're waiting on the conclusion of your efforts. Okay? And it's causing you anxiety. It's like, are you going to get a yes? Are you going to get a yes? Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? I did everything I was supposed to do. XYZ, all the kind of stuff. Oh, and then some of you are also saying, okay, well, wait, but did I cross that T or did I dot that I? Oh my God, I don't know. I can't remember. Did I do that? Did I do that? Oh my gosh, what's taking them so long? What's taking them so long? You know, it's a lot of that worrying. Like you're going through the effort. You're trying. You've been doing what you need to do. You've been patient. You've been doing the work, the talking, the delegation. You've been trying to keep focus, all the kind of stuff. And after everything is said and done, you're waiting on the answer. You're waiting on the reply. So your conclusion is a bit of a worrying energy. Okay. Remember, this reading is for the 17th to the 27th. So perhaps your answer for things is probably going to be a little bit after the 27th. Okay. But at least by the 27th, you've done so much that you're expecting good things. So the conclusion of it is like the universe saying, yeah, you know what? That's normal. I mean, we're all human. We go through those. But try not to overly think, okay? Try not to psych yourself out. Try not to be too critical on yourself. As long as you've faithfully done what you needed to do, okay, Sagittarius, the universe is going to do its part, okay? Just have faith. Look, the Fool, he stepped out on faith. In all of this was stepped out on faith, okay? That's what the Fool represents. He brings everything that he is. He doesn't know like where his foot might land, but he's having the faith that it will land in a good place. Okay, Sagittarius? So even the most seasoned people, when they go out on certain things, you do everything you want. You think you do everything right, and you hope for the best. You know? Should we say take a card? Yeah, look at that. The Six of Cups. I got it for another reading at the end too one time. Look, the Six of Cups. No worries. No worries. I'm hearing... oh gosh, I'm hearing the song Hakuna Matata in my mind. Oh my gosh. So look, you are stressing, right, Sagittarius, but the universe is saying, no need to stress, okay? Try to focus on positive things. Try to focus on sunshine and rainbows, okay? Do what you can to relax, okay? Try to ease the burden of the worries and the anxieties, okay? Just do your best. Become more childlike in the wonder, okay? You've done your part. All you can do is continue moving forward as best you can, and the universe is going to play its part. Okay, Sagittarius? Have faith. Do your best. Continue doing your best. Okay? The universe saying you've done all you can. You don't need to worry about what's out of your control. Okay? Try to find time to relax afterwards. Okay? And hope for the best. Okay? You've done something great. You're going to the next chapter of things. Just have patience. Maybe, go watch a movie, drink some tea, whatever you need to, okay? Let's see the angel energies regarding all of this, Sagittarius. Yeah, look at that. The Four of Wands. So it's bringing you, the whole angel vibe is bringing you towards a more peaceful, harmonious lifestyle. That's what the process, one of the main points of this journey that you're on, okay, is bringing you to a more peaceful lifestyle, more harmonious in your family, more harmonious in your work with the Four of Wands, okay, more harmonious in yourself. I sense some of you, a handful of you, more harmonious with your child. Wow. I'm telling you, this is for a handful of you. A handful of you are single parents. Okay? A handful of you are single parents. And you had to go through certain procedures in order to either reconnect with your child or to further establish the fortification with your child. Okay? That's for a handful of you. And some of you, it doesn't have to be anything legal like that. You're trying to do things that are needed for your child. Perhaps your child needs some help in certain areas. Or perhaps you just want better for your child. You want to earn more. You want to be able to impact more in their life. Maybe you want to move them from one school to another, and that other school is a bit more expensive, and you're looking at opportunities. That's with the whole purpose here, But overall, for the Sagittarius, I sense it's an harmonious upliftment in your life. That's the whole vibe of this. You want to go to more ease in life, okay? More choices which reflect who you are, okay, in your lifestyle. Let's see the clarification for the angel message. Oh my gosh, yeah, see it there? What did I say? This is crazy. Sagittarius, look. The 10 of Pentacles. It's like you just want the bills paid. You want to afford the medical fees. You want to afford the school. You want to be able to take those trips. You just want some security in your life. Okay? And that's why you're working so hard. Okay? And trying not to get distracted. Because I sense you know your shortcomings and you really sometimes struggle against that, Sagittarius. Okay? But guess what? This whole thing, the universe is sending you over the angel message, is trying to get you. Look, the 10 of Pentacles paired with that harmonious dynamic, with the 4 of Wands. The whole universe wants you to succeed so that you have abundance that's overflowing towards generation after generation. Okay? Like, especially the practical aspects of life, the abundance of physical wealth, the abundance of physical opportunity, the abundance of good friends, okay? The abundance of health, okay? And everything else in between. Okay? This is what all this is all about. So Sagittarius, I really do hope that this message has helped you and encouraged you and helped guide you. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/NaveenFerguson. The link is in the description box below. And remember that I am offering personal readings at this time. And the information for that is also in the description box below. I wish you all the best, Sagittarius. Bye.